Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Ants Underground Kingdom. Today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know on the Kingship, so all of the packs, the positions, and the King's Privilege. We're going to be starting with the King's Exclusive, which is a pack you get for just being the King, and that's 1,500 diamonds, 2.5 million honeydew, 5 million leaves, 500,000 kiwi honey, 100 spores, 1 tertiary egg, 2 secondary eggs, and 5 advanced teleports. So that's what you would get just for being the king himself. He can also give battle rewards, which is 30 packs or 25 packs he can give across the server to whoever he picks. Each pack gives a few diamonds, anywhere from 1,000 to 500 diamonds, and healing speeds. It gives you hatching speed ups, regular speed ups, honeydew, meat, secondary eggs, and alliance contribution for helping the king and getting whatever you need in the alliance store for the fight, or I guess that you used in the fight. Next, what I'm going to go to is the King's Privilege. So those are the buffs that you can use as the king for the entire server. The first one's Prosperity, which gives Warzone gathering speed, increase in 10% for 8 hours, and Colony Mobilization for soldier hatch speed for 10% for 8 hours. Full March gives a 10% bonus to march speed, and colony assistance to soldier healing speed, 10% bonus as well. Those bonuses are mainly for SVS and the preparation leading up to SVS. Apologies for my dog barking in the back. So the buffs we're going for is Queen and Annabeth, Guard, and Artisan or Versatile are basically the top 4 or 5. The Queen has a increased rest output, soldier consumption, negative soldier consumption, and a increased gathering speed. The Annabeth has an increased evolution research speed by 15%. The Counselor Ant has a building speed plus 5%, hatch speed increase of 30%, and an evolution speed increase of 5%, which is great for troop training and all-around building. The guard position is for the heavy hitters or the fighters, and has a 20% attack and defense boost to soldiers. The Versatile is basically one of the better all-around ones. It's a 20% all-resource output increase, 5% soldier hatch speed increase, and a 10% evolution speed increase. So it's good for just about everything pertaining to SVS and building up. The Artisan is a 10% building speed, so for those of you pushing for your next queen level or pushing for the next buildings. The Harvester is pretty self-explanatory. It basically has everything to do with resources. 50% all resource output increase, a negative 10% soldier meat consumption, and a plus 20% gathering speed. So it's good for the herders out there or cultivators. I say herder so they can send troops out or send resources out as needed. So for the Aries, it's again for one of your heavy hitters or one of the people that like fighting. Has a 20% soldier attack increase, a 10% soldier defense increase, and a 10% soldier health increase, which is pretty even or equal to the guard, but it is a little better. So for the punishments, as you can see, it is pretty full here. We have been warring for a little amount of time now, so yeah. The weakling debuff has a negative 10% soldier attack speed or soldier attack, and a negative 5% all resource output, and is one of the lighter ones, I would say. Coward has a negative 20% store cap, which is not terrible at all. It's not really much of a debuff. Cripple has a negative 5% march speed and a negative 10% soldier hat speed. It is good for those of your enemies that are pushing troops or trying to attack. The Lazy Bone gives a negative 5% soldier defense and a negative 10% all resource output. So if they're a herder, it will hurt them a great amount for that. For the Sicko, it's one of the heavier ones. It's a negative 8% to soldier attack and defense. It is probably one of the biggest debuffs. For Fool, there's a negative 15% evolution research speed, so it helps, but it's not that big of a hindrance. For Dullard, we have a negative 15% march speed, which is extremely good for those people marching against you all the time or attacking hives. For Glutton, it's negative 5% all resource output and an additional 10% soldier meat consumption, so their soldiers eat more food, and it's just an annoyance pretty much. So for the Warzone tasks, it is a special task you get for upgrading your class, and that is, it'll help you in the long run, and it gives you 3 of the top ones for the light contract, which is these. That's for those that have the light contract that paid for it, and the rest of them are for all of those that did not get the light contract. And there is a person limit to all of the ones that are not paid for, but there is not a limit to the ones with a light contract. The experiences do go up here, they do increase, so after each War of Kings they will increase, so not to worry about that. The class benefits themselves are pretty hefty once you get higher in the level, but at beginning level they're not really that great. For Raider, they get the Crimson Healer, which is the best healer stationing ant. He's excellent for all of that. You get a bunch of honeydew and a kiwi honeydew, as well as these skills that will help you with all of your attacks on the Land of Abundance, your defense at the Land of Abundance, basically everything at the Land of Abundance. The Herder will get the Giant Destructor Ant, which is great for honeydew output, as well as a bunch of kiwi honeydew. It gets these skills that help with basic output and honeydew output, so it's pretty much stacking a bunch of honeydew as the Herder does. The Cultivator gets the Strober Ant, which is good for gathering, I think, and a bunch of kiwi honeydew as well. Its skills pertain to like march speed and gathering, so those help quite a bit if you're attacking a lot. I mean, you shouldn't be as Cultivator, but it helps for gathering as well, but you won't be marching much on gathering. And yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know on the Kingship of the game, and I will see you next time.